What's up, guys? It's your boy Demonic, and we're gonna be playing some Resident Evil. And yeah, you can see my timer there is already massively screwed. It's already 3 hours in. I kind of left this unpaused the other day when AFK done some cooking. Had company, as in my grandmother came to visit. Then I had to go out and do some other stuff for my employer. Oh god, I forgot about this. I forgot about the music, so I'm gonna have to pause for a second. I do have saver music turned on because of one of the things I got, but pretty much I had a busy day yesterday and just kind of just left this going in the background, just setting in this room. So that's why it's at 3 hours and 37 minutes. I think like 2 hours and 30 minutes of that was legit like no playtime. I just kind of left it setting here. And then when I got back home, my system already turned itself off by then, which is great, but already spent about 2 hours in this game. So yeah, and it already kind of got saved with it because I saved it before leaving, and then I saved it when I originally pretty much relaunched the game, as in it didn't like completely turn off. My PlayStation went into rest mode. When I say turn off, it went to rest mode, hit the power button, turns back on, and clicking the application, it just resumes it. But that's where that came from. That's why it's that far in. I actually did beat the game in under 3 hours, guys. You guys didn't get to see it on stream. Actually, did I stream doing the run? I did. I think I done it as a live stream. I beat the game in like 2 hours and something. And that was just the original game. Guys, I got so much more now. I got all 3 DLCs. On top of, I decided to go ahead and get the Samurai Edge. My grandmother kind of got them for me for my birthday because she missed my birthday. I was like, well, here's an early birthday present. Here you go. So she got them for me. Thank my grandma for that. But I got all 3 DLCs and the Samurai Edge. I already had the other thing from doing a little bit of DoorDash the other day where I told you guys I ended up getting all the infinite ammos and stuff. That was already known by you guys. I did pick up the 99 cent where it gives you like a little extra ammo and I guess like some resources or something like that, which you only get to buy it one time through each playthrough, which means if I bought it through this playthrough, which I already did, I have to wait till I literally start a new game again before I can buy that again. Which means, yeah, I could probably save it up, you know, just keep it in the back burner, go through the game, come back, keep doing that. Now, here's where the rant comes in, guys. For the paid weapon they dropped into the game, which, by the way, becomes obsolete early because you cannot upgrade it. There's partial of the rant. But the other half of it that makes this pistol kind of bad is there's no infinite ammo. You do not get infinite ammo on it. You get infinite ammo with every other gun in the game. This is just the only one that you do not get infinite ammo with, and I think it needs to be put in. Okay? I think within the next month, the developers of this game needs to drop the infinite ammo for it, because it's already horrible damage-wise. You can't buff it. And to show you guys that, if I quickly go over right here.
Shall I choose something for
Please, no music. No, it does the music through this too. No. Oh well. But pretty much, guys, as you can see, I can't get down to it to upgrade it. But like every other pistol in the game, you can upgrade. But if I go to quickly over here, it's in my inventory. It's right here, Samurai Edge AW Model 01. If I do this and I go to examine, you can only get it at level 1, which only does 110 damage. Its fire rate is 0.4, which is not fast. It's not. I can show you the fire rate of this and the pistol I have in here too that's also suppressed. But you will also see the reload speed here is 2.6 with the ammo capacity being 9. Now, if I was to quickly come over here, open the shop, and grab a different pistol right quick, which is going to waste a little bit of my money, but it's fine. I'll just reload the save or just get the money back. It's not the hardest thing in the world. But we'll grab this. As you guys can see, power 4, I go up to level 4, 160 damage, fire rate 0.36, reload speed is 2.2, and ammo capacity is 22. I actually can upgrade the very first pistol in the game. Okay, so it's there. Pistol is there. Same as like this pistol you can upgrade. You can upgrade this revolver. The revolver I'm already carrying on me. Technically, this is a pistol. which is the Scorpion. You can upgrade it. You can upgrade the Lycan version of the revolver, which is actually really great. Actually is actually really, really great. But if you noticed, I also do have this. Okay? Which is not upgradable, but guess what? Look down there at the bottom right. Actually, we'll equip it. If I do this, look at the bottom right. It is infinite. I can reload. It holds 17 rounds. Fires that quick. Reloads that quick. Compared to if I went and done the Samurai Edge, this is how fast it fires. On top of reloading. And the ammo pool. Notice, no infinite ammo. This is a paid weapon that, by the way, you're spending about $12, a little over $12. It's 12 something, then after tax it's probably 13 or 14. We'll call it baseline 14. You're basically spending $14 for this pistol. No infinite ammo, and you cannot upgrade it. Like, devs, what is the thought of that? I don't know who all else bought this, but I figured Samurai Edge, I seen it, as like cool. I didn't want to watch any YouTube content on it. So I made sure I stayed away from it. Got it, and then found out, like, dude, it's just a waste of money. Like, you're wasting money. Do not buy it. Okay? Don't. It's horrible. Until the devs actually kind of fix it. When I say kind of, like, make it where we can upgrade it maybe 4 times on... Hold on, let me show you what I think should be upgradable on this pistol.
Well, then,
okay?
Feel free to peruse.
So, since this pistol has everything able to be done, I feel like you should be able to do at least 4 on the firepower. The fire rate, maybe 3, to get the fire rate a little bit faster, kind of like you have Chris's pistol. Okay? Which is the other suppressed pistol. The reload speed needs to be increased a little bit, because come on, the revolver this big can just literally pull a mag out, put a mag in, and it's done. Like, it's actually quite quick. And then the ammo capacity needs to be able to be modified at least 3 or 4 times, because it needs to go from 8 to 9 rounds to maybe 15, right? So being able to go to 15 rounds, a little bit more damage, a little faster fire rate, and a little bit faster reload speed, right, would make that gun pretty okay. It'd be actually really good and balanced. It wouldn't be too OP. Because you can send it from, with the 4, I think it was like, what, 110 damage? You can send it up to like 300? Like 300, 350, somewhere in there, to be kind of even with one of the other guns you already have in the game. And it's a paid gun, so it actually should be a little stronger, but I'm going to say, just at the lowest point, balance it to be even with the very first pistol you ever get. At least. Next, it does need to be added into the shop after you buy it, where you can buy the infinite ammo for it. Because that would actually give people a little bit of a chance to spend some of the points they accumulate. And what do I mean by this? So if I quickly just quit game right quick, just for craps and giggles, okay? Which I'm going to say shits and giggles. You can go to the bonus shop and extra content shop. And you can see I got 511,000 on this. But everything is purchased. I bought the DLC, it purchased the infinite ammo for all this. So imagine for, I don't know, we'll say 250,000 of that credits that you see up there that says current CP. Maybe I could buy the infinite ammo for that, which you just add it into this section after it's bought, like make it a question mark and say you have to buy the DLC first, and then upgrade the pistol to max, and then you're able to buy the infinite ammo. Because I'm not going to lie, Chris's version of it is here. Look at that. USM-AI. It's a special weapon. Okay, again, special weapon. You purchase it. Means you have to beat the game and you use your points to purchase the weapon. And then guess what? If I go down... What is... USM-AI. Infinite ammo for the special weapon. It is there. But yet a paid content version can't be dropped in right underneath the USM AI and give it a question mark and say, like, first you have to buy the gun and then second you have to, like, buy the infinite ammo for it. After leveling it, say purchase purchase DLC and upgrade all the way, and then after they do that, it unlocks it and you can get infinite ammo for it and make it 250,000 CP. I would be able to buy it. It would not make this 511,000 CP wasted, because think of this, use CP to get your infinite ammo and buy the other guns too, but I got it all done. So what's the point of doing challenges to get infinite ammo or do that when I have everything? And you can see here, I can still earn more CP. So there needs to be more content released for the village to at least zero out this CP. So that way, whenever you do finish the game and you finish upgrading everything in that shop, you no longer gain CP. You can just run through the game normal and you won't gain any CP for completing. But we do need something there to balance out the amount of challenges to the... You get what I'm saying. So, yeah, it needs a little bit of a fix on that end. So, yeah, a little bit of a rant, right? Especially for nearly $15, you're buying a pistol. Think of that, guys. Nearly $15, you're getting this, maybe a charm, something else, and a game mode. And when I say a game mode, it's literally just giving you a harder difficulty in the game, which I've already got when I bought the other pack. So, yeah, it's oof. I'm not gonna lie though, the music for the save room, this one in particular, I like this song. I would love to know its name so I can go add it to a track on Spotify or Amazon Music, because I use both. Because there's songs on Amazon Music that isn't on Spotify, same as like there's songs on Spotify that isn't on Amazon Music. So that's why I use both. But I would love it. And then you also get this with the when you get all 3 DLCs, they're able to do this, and in the third person. She is here. Yeah, just stand right there for me. That's right. This is the fire rate of the revolver. The semi-auto revolver is this. Compared to the clicks you hear, when does it actually shoot? And this is the one misconception that video games add. They call it semi-auto, but then the gun fires at the rate of a bolting. Look how fast that reloaded. That's already reloaded. But again, like, it's called semi-automatic. And if you don't know how semi-auto actually works in real life, as fast as you can pull that trigger is as fast as that gun's gonna fire. Little more realism there, game, and make it where if it's called semi-auto, I can actually semi-auto the pistol. It's not a bolty. Okay? Or I should say, like, a lever action. Because literally, shoot, shoot. Okay, it's not shoot, 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 shoot. It's shoot, bolt it, shoot. Like, it's not semi-auto, okay? Same as they call one an automatic. Hold on. Do I have enough to buy it? First of all, do I have enough to actually buy it? Because they call this gun right here. Okay? If I do have enough to buy that. I don't have enough to buy this. Technically that. A powerful, fully automatic machine pistol. Capable of even greater firepower. Okay? Again, right here. Fully automatic handgun. Okay, so the 1911 is supposed to be full auto, right? Let's kind of show you guys this. It's nowhere near full auto, okay, guys? I did upgrade this all the way. It is infinite ammo, but if I equip it, this gun here is supposed to be fully automatic. Fully automatic is if I hold the trigger, it is what it's going to sound like. It's not going to go bang, 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 bang. I shouldn't have to sit here and I'm just going to aim right quick, but I shouldn't have to do this. It should just be one, and then it shoots the entire time. That is not full auto. I can hold the trigger and it does do an auto fire, but it's not fully automatic. It's not an automatic pistol. The fire rounds wouldn't be enough time for him to reset his gun to shoot. It would be like that, okay? That's automatic. Technically, this is semi-automatic. So to show you, this would be automatic. Okay, that's automatic. Just figured I would show that. So, yeah, a little bit of some stuff to go into this game that I feel like needs a little bit of a rework, or at least in the bio of the weapon, reword it to match what it actually is. Other words.
Naturally.
Here's how I would have labeled them. Okay, hold on, let's go to my inventory first. A slow-firing a slow-firing semi-automatic pistol. Nearly the speed of a bolt action. And then in 1911, instead of a fully automatic pistol like it claims to be, which it's not in the game, I would have said something of a semi-automatic pistol. Here, the word instead of a semi-automatic pistol, meaning it's nearly semi-automatic, but it still fires slow. It's actually semi-automatic. It fires fast. Just not automatic. Okay? And then for an actual automatic weapon, call it an automatic weapon. Second hand. Again, this also has the same issue, which is the Scorpion. So you can see it has a drum magazine. It has a stock, basically conversion kit over to an SMG, basically off of a pistol. But at the same time, it's not full auto. It says full auto here, a powerful fully automatic machine pistol. Machine means literally you hold the trigger and not bang, bang, bang like that. Okay? That is semi-auto, and this gun is a semi-auto. So say a conversion from a pistol to a submachine gun that is semi-automatic. And then leave the pistol saying it is a semi-automatic pistol based off of the, and then give the name of what this would actually be, right? But you guys get the idea. They did not label things correct. So either fix the gun to be what the label is, or fix the label to be what the actual gun does. If that makes sense. Second hand, right here, semi-automatic shotgun, fires at the same rate of speed as this. I'm not joking. It says semi-auto, but it shoots at the speed of a fucking pump. Literally, it goes boom, chink, chink, boom. It doesn't go boom, 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 boom. It goes boom, chink, chink. Just figured I'd point that out. Now, do you have to actually pump it? No. But the fire rate says 135, but really it feels like a 1.4. Let's be, well, technically this is 1.4, 1.35, so it's like, what, 10 milliseconds faster? Even though technically this should be boom, 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 boom. Like, I squeeze that trigger, a round is going out. Even if it's, every one of those should have been a round. So I wish people would actually word things a little better for this. It's a good shotgun, I'm not gonna lie. It is a good shotgun, but they need to buff the fire rate on it if they're gonna call it semi-auto. Like the time it takes before, in between each shot you do.
I'm skilled at all sorts of weapons.
Just figured I'd kind of point that out. Did she move yet? Yes, she did. That's another thing we were kind of waiting on. Second hand is like, the knives for like the special knife here, or even the lightsaber, I don't feel like it does that much more damage. Like, where I feel like, okay, it should be higher in depth. How many freaking... I know where I need to go. I'm going the wrong way. I just need one more, which is over here.
Trying to work up my appetite, are you?
There we go. Let me go this way, through here, into here. Oh, she's here. She's here. She's here. Oh, he wouldn't open the door. Alright, we're going to use a little bit of a glitch here, so when she has to... Wait, she's not going to bend down and come through the door? There she goes. When she's... Or the game can do that. That works too. It wouldn't let me fit through or even open the door. Act like the door was like 200 pounds for some reason, but there we go. Ironside key. Oh, wait, it's not the Ironside key. There we go. It is actually the Damascus key. That's how fast it should have been, like, the entire time. But there we go. Grab this. Crouch under this. And we are going to use this to cheese the sister. Actually, I got to switch over to... That's flash rounds, right? Yeah. Alright. There. What we gotta do is grab this. She's right here. She's not the hardest to beat. That, actually, we need to go over here while that's opening. Grab this off. Go here. Another thing is, like, they also could have worked their, like, key presses better. I need to actually go in here and scroll up, because we're going to need this to rotate it over. And their keybinds could have been better. Because anyone that plays any shooter, okay, from Fortnite to Call of Duty to Battlefield, understands L2 is aim, R2 is shoot, triangle is to switch weapons, square is to reload or interact on doors, circle is to crouch, X is to jump, okay? To push in your look button is to melee, clicking in your move button is to sprint, and then one thing I will say they done right here, which is the directional keys like they did in Fallout 4 with Bethesda, those were actually like hotkeys to go to your different guns. That is amazing. But no longer is that the case. Your look button in this game is your crouch, so you click your look button into crouch, not to punch. I'm trying to remember everything that's here. There is no jump, so... Oh, wait, no. So X really has nothing. To climb over objects, you don't even press X. You just hold forward. You walk at it, and he'll, like, if it's an object you can jump over, he'll automatically go, oh, yeah, I'll vault that. That's the same with ladders. You don't click X at ladders, you just walk towards them, which is, by the way, horrible. Yes, it's good for speed runs, because you're going to walk to the ladder and automatically be on it, but at the same time, like, let's say I'm in the middle of combat, and I'm having to backpedal or something, and I hit the ladder. I'm automatically being forced to the ladder, and now I can get hit in the back. That's horrible. I should have to interact with X. And again, right here, instead of circle, to crouch, which is what Call of Duty players are used to, it is now your look button. This button. See how I'm looking around and I'm crouching? Oh, X does do stuff, but like right here where a Call of Duty player might run up and go, square. It's actually X to do this. Just figured I would point that out. Okay? Keybinds could have been mapped better. Next, to go to your inventory, what people are used to doing, especially in Call of Duty and other games, the inventory is the giant pad on the controller. Which, by the way, you know, in Fallout, this is kind of the same case. Big pad. Okay? But big pad here brings up the map. I could be able just to hit pause and pull a map. That would have been better. Because hitting triangle, which is usually the Call of Duty Switch weapon, is now your inventory. So usually when I'm like, oh, I need to come over here and deal with one of these items in my inventory, whoops, I pulled the map, is going to happen. Okay? Again, the developers of RE, like Resident Evil in general, work on your buttons a little bit. I needed to pull that rant there because it's kind of like these buttons are horrible. Because it would be better if I can jump from one game and have the same button layout as the next one I'm going to. I should not come from Call of Duty and have a different layout to Resident Evil 5. I should not be able to go from Resident Evil 5 or 6 or 7 or, you know, The Village to Call of Duty and have a different button layout. The button layout for COD, controller wise, should be the universal controller keybinds for every game. X is jump and climb, square is to interact and reload, triangle is to switch weapons, circle is to crouch, R1 throws your primary grenade, L1 throws your flashbangs, your concussions, which technically both are the same thing in real life, but in video games they split it. But anyways, L1 should be your flash and concussions. L2 should be your aim, as in like when you zoom in your weapon to go to your iron sight. R2 should be to shoot. Your punch or melee should be clicking in your move button, your look button. Okay, the button you look around with, that clicking it in should be your melee. Clicking in your move button should be setting up the sprint. And your arrow keys on your controller, from left, up, down, and right on your arrow keys, should be a hotbar to different weapons. And your gigantic pad should be your inventory. And the best way they could have done this is, because they are a separate thing and have kind of going towards the same as Ubisoft feel, is I could hit my big pad, which should bring this up. And then hitting R1 the first time could be your map. Hitting R1 again 2 times could be this page. 3 times and then 4 times, right? It's not that hard, and everything here is your sellables or your combined stuff to then later sell. So you're not going to be on this page all that often unless you're looking to combine stuff, which still again is very little and very often. That this could be page number 5, and that would not ruin someone's run. This could be page 4, because you don't really have to interact with your keys. Actually, technically, this could be page 5, and this could be page 4, let's be honest. But, again, you don't really click to interact with your keys unless you're unlocking something. If you're unlocking something, when you click on it, it brings that interaction page up automatically. It ain't like you're over... I can't even click off it anyways. So, you're never scrolling to get to the key page. It will always bring it up immediate. So, if it's being at page 5, this page automatically gets pulled up when you go to a door to unlock it. So, you never have to scroll to this page. So, page 5, right, for this, because this is where your little deer antler, the thing I just done right here, animal skull goes. To do that. Alright, but again, like, having a little bit of forethought to how you're making the game, to add the little tweaks in later if something's bypassed, that you could have been like, oh, dude, this has, like, been in beta for about a week, and you know what? That makes no sense. And going to change it would have been really great. So, coming from someone who really ain't that big, I mean, they're not really going to listen to a lot. But everything I just told you guys would make this game 100 times better. One, you wouldn't have to constantly remember Call of Duty's keybinds to then Resident Evil's and constantly split them. They'd be the same. Okay? So you can actually jump from one game to another, while also at the same time, guys, the Call of Duty keybind is actually 400 times better and easier. So, Resident Evil, for your next game coming, please, secondhand. I know it's not impossible to do because other games do this, and that is going to be your input lag. Okay? And I don't mean like when I click a button it takes a second to start moving. It's when I stop having a button delay its bit, meaning like if I'm holding up on my thing and I release it, there is a delay lag. Listen. When do you hear my controller and when does that move? Okay? There is a delay there. Remove that delay. Second, that delay also sticks around for whenever I'm looking in game. So if I'm spinning my controller and I release it, I'll make sure I release it that loud for you. I want you to listen for the controller and watch when that stops moving. Notice anything? It went for a couple more milliseconds. Okay? So there is a little bit of input lag, which means accuracy, and there's a reason there's no end of mission accuracy report like RE5 had, is because you're also going to have lower accuracy in this game due to that. Okay? Because where you think you're going to stop, it might move over a smidge more and you miss your target. You spend more time in this game trying to precisely aim on something because of that input lag. Slash like when you stop an input lag. And this is an offline game. It should not feel like that. Soon as you hear the "it should be done," my controller is no longer being touched. And there's no like stick drift in this. I can go play Call of Duty. There is none. Okay? So, being that is the case, I can go to Call of Duty and that ain't there. As soon as you hear the on my controller, it's done in COD. It's more smooth. A little bit more smoother movement and aim would be amazing to add to your games. So, yeah, it's kind of oofed, guys. Like, a little bit oofed, okay? Which is why, like... Hold on, let me show you. Okay, if I'm looking around, notice how, like, weird that feels to do something like that compared to, like, if you played COD. But anyways, if I didn't have her in this picture frame right here, notice like how long it takes to do something like that, right? Right there would be a sellable. I think I've already collected this one. Yeah, I did. Because it would be hung right there. You shoot it, it drops down and lands on this chair, I believe. On like the banister, like right here on the banister there. But you'll be able to collect it off and move on. But notice how much longer it took to like aims onto something compared to that. And to kind of show you how good / bad this aim assist is, it is questionable at good. I mean, it locks on, don't get me wrong. Like, it really hard locks on as long as you're not fighting a boss and you're shooting a regular zombie. It's one shot no matter what, and it's great. But when you get the zombies that have, like, the glowing section of their body that says, like, hey, this is my weak spot, hit me, sometimes it's impossible to aim to that. Especially, like, when you get into the factory, there's the ones where at the heart location would be a glowing orange mass that you gotta shoot in order to hit their weak spot. And the game wants to auto lock on, and it's like center chest, and when you're trying to pull to go to that, it does not want to go over to it. It stays hard onto the chest. Unless you turn aim assist off, which a lot of people aren't going to do because they want to have their aim be the best as possible or have the best shot at hitting, especially with like how draggy and clunky the game feels. They're going to leave it on. Okay? And with me saying that, Sometimes it's hard to aim for weak spots. When you're being auto-locked onto something, it's not a weak spot. So, yeah. Some implementations to fixes to that need to be done, especially in the new Resident Evil that's after this one. Definitely needs to be done. Improve on how the aim assist works. Instead of having it go, ooh, lock on like an aim bot does, maybe make it where, like, if I'm this quick aiming, as soon as I'm getting close to something, maybe it slows my aim down, and then it gets faster as I get off the target again. Kind of like Call of Duty has. So that way you have a chance at, like, sticking to your target, but it's not like aiming. Like, say I needed to aim right at this, and your aim assist wants to lock on right here, and when I'm trying to pull... Oh, I can actually show this now. So, see where that's aiming at? I want to go up. I can actually do it because I turned my thing up, but hold on, we'll come in here. You can hit me through the door. Crazy. But, again, the aim assist, like, if you're trying to pull up to that, like, see how hard that was, like, on a regular sensitivity fill? Like, if I'm pulling up in regular sense, this is how it would feel. And I'm pulling up. I'd have to really pull up. Get in, get in, get in. There we go. But you can see how sticky that aim assist is. So if I went to a way lower, you know, sense than what I'm at now, which is what the game tries to throw you on, because I think it's like 3-3 is what the game tries to throw you to, it's hard to aim off of that aim assist to go to weak spots. You have to have it set at least 5.5. I think, like, mine's 5.5 right now and allows me to, like, pull off of it, but it still tries to throw you back down to it, as you guys witnessed. That aim assist, instead of being a lock-on, okay, because technically that ain't an aim assist, that's an aim bot. Aim assist should be what assists you to help you stay on target, but it doesn't lock on. Because it's not something it physically does it for you, it just assists you in doing it. So, maybe make it where it slows down substantially when you're on a target, so that way you're not, like, over flicking, but at the same time don't make it directly straight lock on to a target. And that would feel a lot better. Smoothing up the aiming system so it's not as clunky or draggy. And everything else we talked about in the past. And that would make this so much better of a game. It's a great game, trust me. Good story. I won't say the best, but it has a good story. It's not super challenging, but it does have challenges, as in puzzles. And you do get boss fights, which actually is pretty good. I played through a few times of this game, which means it was worth playing through a few run-throughs. I've gotten all the guns completely max leveled and infinite ammo, apart from one I cannot get infinite ammo for that needs infinite ammo. Because technically, if I complete the game and I've unlocked infinite ammo, every gun in the game, even DLC or not, should be infinite ammo able. Especially if I bought it. But apart from that, good game. Maybe fix the controls, do everything else I went over that needs some fixing. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I'd sit down and play this more than I do Call of Duty. I actually do it kind of now because I've been playing this instead of COD, but at the same time, like, I would probably double the amount of playthroughs I do just off of that. Give me one sec, guys. I am getting a call. Sorry, guys. I got a call. As you guys heard in the background, I don't know if you guys heard the ringtone or not, but I got called, so had to go answer the call. Um, did I get the other thing running here? I can't remember, guys. Sorry, my memory kind of faded after because I wasn't paying attention too much. There we go. So she went that way. Alright, so she might be coming back this way in a second. I got a little bit of time. It starts off with this one. Then, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it is Joy. Oh, it's not Joy. I was wrong. So Joy goes over here. Doesn't it? No, Joy is the... Yeah, Joy goes here. This one is this one. Which means the last one left is Pleasure. We gotta wait for this to open or become unlocked, so we just gotta chill right here for like 2 seconds. There we go. Let us go ahead and break it with these. Oh, there we go. She's calling back. Give me 1 second. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that again. She decided to recall again. The whole reason I stopped the first time and got back was because the call dropped, and I was just waiting to see if she was going to call back or, you know, got busy. And when I say call dropped, it was connectivity-wise. It wasn't like she hit the button on me. She literally, like, the Facebook call literally done the doo-doo, 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 like that. As in its little thing to let you know, like, signal is gone. And then it dropped. So, yeah. Pretty much just kind of felt like, alright, I'll try to get as much done. But we're only going to get up to the boss fight, and then stream will end. I kind of wanted to have something to chill with you guys on for just a hot minute, talk about some of the stuff I got that's new, and take a little bit of a rant, which we've already done. So I'm going to go ahead and end stream. I probably should have done this a little bit. We'll get to the get to the point where we're on the balcony.
Looks like you have
Right here, and go ahead and say we'll end it here, and then when I load back in, we'll do that, because she's going to go feed her animals and do some stuff like that. When I say stuff like that, she has to go in, feed her animals, take care of them for a minute, let them back out, and then we're going to hop back on call. So instead of interrupting you guys or having to interrupt her or feel like I'm talking to you guys and also give less attention to her, I kind of want to make sure I be fair about it. So that way, instead of playing the game, trying to talk to her and stream to you guys, I'm actually just going to be more of a gentleman and talk to her and then come back to stream a little bit later. I didn't expect her to call as early as she did, because she did say when she got off the phone earlier that she wanted to charge her phone. And I think it was only like not even what I started the stream, and then whenever she called in stream, that's how fast it was. So, yeah. No, she's not my girlfriend yet, stream. I say yet because I don't know if I'm going to go there with her. We're just friends. And we're just talking. I want to make that clear. But, yeah, guys, it's, I am going to give her a little bit of talk time. Get to know her. Let her get to know me. And see if I just want to be friends, or see if I want to push things on to a dating side, which I don't know about dating just yet. Like, I really don't know how I feel about dating, let's be honest. Mainly because of the, well, last two. One starts with an M, the other one starts with an E, but not me. It's, Misty and Elizabeth. That's all. That's the only way I'm going to tell you guys names there. It's just the beginning names there. I really don't, you know, want to do that. I might later give her my YouTube so you guys get to see her in chat and, you know, see me interact with her while you guys being able to say hi and her being able to see it. If you guys want to, you can say hi. Don't be weird, okay? I'm going to go ahead and point that out there, because there's a lot of weird people out there, let's be honest. Like, female says hi and they're like, oh my god, I gotta, you know, don't do that. Just treat her like an everyday natural person you've been talking to every day. The highs, the buys, the how's your day going, you know, treat her like an everyday person, like you would your brother, your sister, your mom, unless you're, well, down south, and then maybe look at how the northern people talk to their mom and their sister. No offense. The reason I'm saying that, I'm not saying it's just down south is what does it. It's a joke, okay, guys, and I say that. Not everyone from there does it. Please don't look at it as someone from down south like everyone from there does it. They don't. There's just people that is a certain word that means they're more intimate with their own family, as if they're dating instead of mom and dad, right? Or brother, sister. So that's as far as I'm going to put it. That way it stays a little bit more closer to the, we'll say, PG-13 side. Like, you know, make sure, we'll say not, what is it? We'll say at least 18 plus, right? So that way you guys can understand, like, if you're older, you know what I'm talking about. If you're younger, wait till your mom and dad tells you about it. That's all I'm going to say. But pretty much, guys, I don't want weirdness, right? Especially, like, even if it's not her, if just a random female pops in chat, don't be weird about it. Okay? This ain't Rainbow Six Siege, like the racial weird guys. We're not being that. I don't condone it. Okay? If I see you being weird, it's an auto ban. End of story all day. And that's not me simping, guys, because let's be honest, every girl was fucked up in the past. I didn't cry for them and ask them back. Just go look at Red Shady. Elizabeth dropped some bullshit. I called her the fuck out on it. Misty done some bullshit. I called her the fuck out on it. Okay? I'm not a simp, boys. But I am respectful. So when I respect somebody, I mean, more than likely, as long as you're respectful to me, I respect you, and vice versa. But if I'm starting to be respectful and you're disrespectful, you're not getting respect out of me, okay? You're just not. At that point, fuck you. And that's why I'm saying, like, out of the whole ordeal, respect her or anyone that is a female. Same as, like, females better respect the dudes. I mean, if a female's in here dropping, like, oh, this dude's blank science is blank, right? And trying to make fun of him or humiliate him, she's getting banned. End of story. No questions, okay? I don't do the whole simp. I don't, okay? And I will say it that way because of the fact of I believe everyone is equal in to a certain bias. I'll just say to a certain point, okay? As in equality to how, like, people should treat each other, right? Verbally and mentally, equality. Now, as far as, no offense, but strength, men and female have different genes. I'm just going to put it that way, okay? Down to the molecular science. I can't even fucking speak right now. Molecular science, okay? The genes and what makes up every individual. Men have different genes than females do. Same as females have different genes than males do. I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay? Women can get strong. But there is always a reason why when, we'll put it this way, transgender males switch to females, there's a reason they're always better at sports or stronger. Okay? I'm being honest. There's a reason. There's a reason it's unfair. That's as far as we're going to talk politically on that. So again, I do believe in equality, just not through every little strand from a male to a female. I'm just going to put it that way. Okay? And I don't want to gnash on how people believe things, but at the same time, I'm just going to say science proves certain things wrong, so I have a reason to disagree with certain things. That's all. The best way I can say that is, I believe someone could want to switch genders, and they choose the parts they put on them, but as far as actually changing is a no, because they did not change their full DNA and the molecules that make them up. All they do is chop a part off and turn it inside out. Okay? Or they just turn the object inside out. Okay? They didn't go through a brand new complete birth that gives them new DNA. That's all I'm going to say. So I'll respect you as a person, but don't ask me to have beliefs I don't believe in if you don't want me to force my beliefs I believe in on you. As simple as that all day. I ain't gonna make you believe something if you don't make me believe something. Let me believe what I want. You can believe what you want. That's fair. And I hate having to say stuff like that, but at the end of the day, I have my beliefs, you have yours. Don't tread on me and I won't tread on you. Right? Right. Now, guys, as you guys know, I am respectful and I said I won't tread. But just to get reactions in an uproar, I do have a song remake that will be coming out fairly soon. I won't say tomorrow, it might not be this week, but I do have a song. It's meant to be Slim Shady-esque, as in bringing the actual old Shady out, that will embody the old Slim from flow and thought, meaning I'm going to diss something that might have a very big reaction to it. Do I mean to do it in a fully negative way? No, I'm just doing it to get reactions and controversy, right? Just to give some controversy, pretty much. Now, do I mean every word I say to the point like a racist dude dropping the N-word? No. Okay? No, I don't. I'm doing it more in a playful way, not to be fully mean, but it is going to be partially mean, okay, guys? So that is the forewarning for you guys here on this stream. And I might leave a warning in the bio, but that's it. But if you guys don't know, I playfully dissed the vegan teacher. I've basically dissed Drake, kind of trolling him. I've dissed Melly Mel. I've dissed Everlast again. I playfully brought up the Slim and kind of done the old, like, Slim Shady would say anything against a particular person who used to play Superman. I pulled that out and I kind of did go a little far in it. As in I did cross a line, but at the same time I left it there and just thought, well, Slim would have done it, right? Just for the fact of Slim doesn't care. Why should I? So yeah, I do have stuff in there that is going to be mean, guys, but at the same time, I have stuff in there that actually goes over a friend of mine that went through high school that passed away, young. I'm just going to say it in that manner. He is no longer walking the same plane as we do. He was a very good friend, like a brother to me. I miss him all the time, because again, he was like a brother, and I wish he was still here. He also liked to get into the music a bit, so I wish I was still able to do music with him, but that's basically as far as I can say, because I no longer can. So I will occasionally make songs to keep him in mind, okay, alongside anyone that I feel is actually good. I will call out and say they're good. Like I basically said, I like Dax. I dropped it in my track, like, you know, like, you're good. I'd like to make a song with you, pretty much. I have in one of mine that I done like a really old Slim Shady remake, which got no reaction from Dax nor an answer, but at the same time, I didn't expect it. I just thought, maybe what if? Especially with around the time the channel size was like, I think only 20 subs. So I mean, like, I doubt that was even gonna pop on his radar. But any shot you don't take is a shot missed. I've called Knox Hill good. Now, I will say, if you guys know who Dota is, I trolled the fuck out of him. I mean, yeah, in a way it's a diss, because I did call him out on shit, but I trolled him. Like, he'd be like, "Wood in the blue," and he's like, "Yo, you're retarded," and blah, blah. Like, bro, I'm calling you out on stuff that actually matters, and that can help your channel. Especially, like, you're a rapper. Why are you trying to be Gordon Ramsay? You are a rapper. Why are you trying to do... And when I say this, like, if you made a different channel, like, we'll say Dota plays COD or something, and done Call of Duty on it, that would be one thing. But you're taking your direct music channel and playing COD on it. Okay, and it's not like you're having COD in the background with you, like, doing a rap verse that maybe COD might one day take and put into a preview. No. You're legit ranting about Call of Duty on your music channel. So, yes, I do have a little bit of a right to say you're trying to be FaZe Clan Dax. Not Dax, but Dota. On your music. What? Alright, but let's get out like the subcategories of that and get into where he's directly like copying people. So if you know who Knox Hill is, yeah, he makes music, but the most thing he's known for is bar breakdowns. He will take music and every word said, break down the different stuff about it to say like this person meant this here, or that's where the triple is, or this is what the triple means for these exact things that could be taken out of context. You know, he does breakdowns like that. That's what his channel is. Dota, what is your live streams right now, brother? Like, you're directly taking someone else's platform and using it to boost your own. But anyways, on top of that, he also does another content creator stuff. Do you guys know who No Life Shack is? If you don't, go look him up on YouTube. It's NOLIFESHAQ. Okay? He is a music reaction artist. Like when Eminem drops a diss song or does a song, he reacts to it. That's his content. That's his style. That's what he does. So when you're telling me you're doing, Dota, you're doing bar breakdowns, not only are you also allowing people to give you music to go react to, there is 2 platforms you're stealing from in one live stream. And you're hoping for people to buy you a PC, to donate enough money to you to get a new computer off of other people's shit. But anyways, like, past that point, alright, so now not only are you doing Knox Hill shit, you're doing No Life Shack shit. Everyone on your phone right now, type in DOTTA. You're going to see his YouTube pop up, and you're going to see a video game. By the way, guys, said video game came out well before Dota was known on YouTube or even had the name Dota. Go look up the creation date to Dota's name, then go look up the creation date to the video game. He directly took a video game's name. Now, I think it's spelled a little different, but at the same time, Dota and Dota, no matter how you spell it, it's the same fucking word. But anyways, guys, scratch from that. Look at, no, I don't think it's his recent album as in he's making now. I think it was the one before, maybe the one before that. But his album name is a fucking name of something that was used well before it. Like, dude, there was an app. I don't know if it got taken down or not, but there was an app made for language. Okay? That Dota used that app name, the app's name, as his album name. Like, how many things are you going to steal from? Brother, how many? Now, I do have a song that's going to come out with these lines that is kind of somewhat directed at Dota in a way, because it kind of is a shot at Dota, but at the same time it's another troll one side of talking about other shit. But it is calling out one section of Dota, bringing up a reference that Eminem said in the past, by the way, guys. Like, dissed somebody and he was like, you're Pac, but you're not. And then he says someone else's name and he's like, now you're trying to beat him next, right? Literally is in the lines. I'm doing the same thing where I'm calling out everything that Dota has copied and then turning it around and being like, who's your next victim? Like, who you gonna pretend to be next or add into your content to claim you made it or entrepreneured it? And it's crazy because it is a delusion in Dota's head where he's mixed Knox Hill and No Life Shack and these other creators' content into one style of content, as in It is breakdowns and reactions at the same time, boys. I changed it enough. I made it. It's my new type of content. This is my decision. I've literally, put out the spacing and the energy. I created it, is what he's saying. He's changed it enough that now it's his style of shit. No. You took multiple platforms and combined them, eating off of multiple platforms at the same time. Yeah, I do copy stuff, but at least I'm willing to admit what I'm copying, right? Oh, I done an Eminem remake, as in now I'm doing an Eminem remake. So in the actual bottom of my thing, we'll say Eminem's beat, Eminem's flow, my own lyrics, or if I do a chorus from Eminem, I might say the chorus cover of Eminem. Right? Because maybe I like the chorus and I'm adding it in and equate it nicely with what I got to say. But at least, if I do copy, it's one person. At least it's not a chronic copying case like Dota. Not to mention, you've ripped basically the picture style of a picture from a Call of Duty game as one of your pictures for a minute. You also have ripped off... You also ripped off something else. Okay? I'm not going to go ahead and fully say it. I'm going to let every one of your viewers and my viewers go check out and see, okay, what is he calling out? I know he said he ripped something else off. He did. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and call it. There is... I can't really say a movie anymore because they made a 1, 2, 3. They have now the dinosaur and something like that. It's Power Rangers. He has taken the Morpher icon, stuck it into a picture of his thing, and is basically calling himself a Power Ranger. Pretty much. Like, bro, how many things are you going to copy and be delusional about? And you're going to be the one calling me retarded or another Eminem mimic. But, bro, at least if I'm mimicking something, it's 1 and not 6. So, yeah. Don't even, Dota. Don't go at Red Shady, brother. Don't think you got the W there. You don't, brother. The W's you thought you had, because you're delusional, against Ren? Nope. Against Knox Hill? Nope. Those are L's. Hard L's. Okay? Ren doesn't do the whole battle rap scene. He's mainly more someone who does more performance. And slaughtered your ass. Knox has touched the battle rap scene a little bit, but mainly likes to get in there and try to use wordplay. Slaughtered your ass. You do not want to touch me, as in AKA Red Shady. Everything I copy is due to people want remakes. They want the old Eminem back, which is, Slim Shady, which is what I was trying to grant to give people, was the old Slim Shady feel. Brother, don't even try to say anything against me. You can say your channel's bigger, I don't care, bro. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Great saying. My condensed syllable schemes that's compacted into my music, by the way, which is one aspect people do look at in battle rap, a lot better than yours. Just putting that out there. My syllables, meaning my IQ level, is also already proving to be a lot better because I can say words, put them in the right way, And they're larger words. Like, words people have to sit there and try to look up in a dictionary. That already tells you my IQ is okay, because I know those words. I know how to properly use them. Okay, so IQ, you gotta have some intelligence there, my dude. That's something that's rated in battle rap. They do fact check, and guess what? It's there. When I line up my doubles, I don't set it into an imagery that's preposterous. I don't set up an imagery of someone's name and then a location, or I should say a double off of both of those, with an imagery of you saying, I hope he can breathe underwater, specifying whales, which is a mammal. Breathing underwater, my dude. You set that imagery up off of your doubles. Whales breathe above water like humans, dumbass. Or at least if you knew that, and you recorded that, you didn't go rewrite it out to make sure your fact was fact-checked. Laziness. I mean, there's so much more I really could go over, but at the same time, at the end of the day, guys, I'm not here to completely ruin his day. I'm just letting you guys know what's going on, so you can call him on the bullshit and straighten up his act. At least if he's going to be using other people's shit, at least give them credit for it. Like, I use Eminem's flow and instrumental. Hey, this is a remake. Eminem's flow and instrumental was used here. It's my own lyrics compared to literally his live streams that's knocking off of other fucking people's content that is their stage and feature. Claiming because he's combined them all that it's different and it's changed enough. Brother. No. No. So, yeah, it's oof. But anyways, guys, please make sure Dota stays on the straight and narrow, and make sure he doesn't open his fucking dumb mouth against me. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream today, guys. Till next time, stay awesome, and peace!